There is no meme. This is just a threat.
So, it is time again for the Game of the Year awards. There are 31 possible categories. And just like the presidential election of America, I really feel as though only one vote is going to be a well-thought-out conclusion, and the rest I'm kinda just winging it. I thought it'd be fun to actually make a video recording my votes for Game of the Year, so that we can share the games we love in, honestly, one of the, if not the, most stacked years in games forever. Like, 2023 was incredible for video games. Not great for a lot of anything else, but really good for video games. And let's start with the big one. Game of the Year. There's Alan Wake 2. I did not play Alan Wake 2. I don't really play horror games. But I've had a lot of friends play it. My buddy Colton, specifically, absolutely loves Alan Wake 2. Like, it has slopped his schlong and changed his life view. But I didn't play it. In fact, there's only one of the nominees here I actually played. It's that one, but we'll get to that. Baldur's Gate 3 looks absolutely amazing. It appears to be a bisexual paradise from what I've seen. I don't know anything about these characters, but that vampire in the front, he's very funny from the Twitter clips I've seen. Spider-Man! I'm not really a comic guy. I've heard great things about this one as well. Like, that's the other thing. I've only played one of these Game of the Years, but every single other one of my friends have played all these other games, and I've heard nothing but good things. I didn't play the RE4 remake. I do like RE4, because I have a functioning brain. I've heard good things about RE4 remake. Got nothing else to add to that one. Like I said, there are other categories I have more of a dog in. It's funny, the big category, I don't have much of a dog in, because my other votes for Game of the Year would be Octopath Traveler 2, which is my Game of the Year. Octopath Traveler 2 is my actual Game of the Year. But then there's also Pizza Tower, which would be my Game of the Year if Octopath Traveler 2 didn't come out. And that leaves Mario Wonder. That's going to be my vote, because Mario Wonder was such a great 2D platformer. It's the weirdest and zaniest Mario has been since Mario World, and I love it for that. It's fantastic. The only thing is I want to find whoever invented the invisibility badge, and I want to strangle them. Repeatedly. That power-up is garbage, and they force you to use it for several missions, and none of them are fun. Next category, Game Direction. Creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. It's just the Game of the Years again, minus RE4. I mean, I guess if you're Game of the Year, then you get that. I'm actually not going to give this to Mario Wonder. I'm going to give this to Tears of the Kingdom. And this is purely because of hearsay, so I don't necessarily know if my vote's intelligent here. But apparently from, like, a design standpoint, the physics engine in Tears of the Kingdom, and the way that all the items of the world work with each other and the new power-ups, is a technical marvel. Marvel. So, I'm gonna give it to Tears of the Kingdom. I've heard Alan Wake 2 is also very good at this. So, I think they're the two most deserving. I might have misunderstood what game direction is, and that'd be really funny. But that's why I'm gonna go for Tears of the Kingdom. Next up, Best Narrative. Octopath Traveler 2 isn't on here. That is my Best Narrative. Which means it's the nominations that I haven't played. God, it feels bad just winging it when I don't know anything about the categories here. I've heard really... Does a DLC really count for Game of the Year for narrative? Like, wouldn't that just be Cyberpunk, which already happened? I don't know. I've heard Final Fantasy XVI's narrative is very good. I'm gonna give it to Baldur's Gate. Again, off hearsay. This is the fun part. Kind of winging it so that people can yell at me for things I don't understand. Art direction. Oh, I'm just giving it to you. I'm not even gonna blink. You're telling me a beautiful animation, beautiful art style, a lot of fun, hyper energetic. That's going to that one easy peasy. I love styles like Hi-Fi Rush. It just looks fun. Like, you want to play Hi-Fi Rush because of the rush of how it looks. Best music. This is Octopath Traveler 2 for me. Like, Octopath Traveler 2's soundtrack is absurdly good. But apparently, traditional JRPGs are not loved here. Ignore the JRPG literally in the front and center. I'm just bitching to bitch. I've heard these soundtracks. The problem is, it's also considering how it's used. I'm gonna give it to Alan Wake 2 on that one. Because the soundtrack is more than just how good it sounds. It's also how good it's used in context. Like, a lot of my favorite video game soundtracks I wouldn't listen to on their own. They're still amazing. And, oh, wait, hold on. This is the category. Well, you know what? Best soundtrack and best audio design kind of go hand in hand. I'm gonna give both of them to Alan Wake. I forgot the Dead Space remake came out this year. Like, holy hell. Idris Elba was really good. Jedi Survivor, huh. Yuri Alone. Giving it to Spider-Man feels like cheating, but he is a really good Spider-Man. But Ben Starr was really good. I haven't gotten around to 16, but I've seen it, and his voice work is amazing. But I gotta give it to Yuri Lowenthal. His Spider-Man is too good. It's also Spider-Man, like, come on. Innovation and accessibility. I don't know anything about this. Actually, no, I do know. Street Fighter 6 is very newcomer-friendly and accessible for people that haven't played fighting games before. Fighting games, kind of in general, are like a cool kids club, because a lot of their best information is in Discords, and Discords are not wikis, were never meant to be wikis, but for some reason, fighting game community wants to use them as wikis. I don't get it. But Street Fighter 6 is very good in what it does. It's a very good fighting game. I'd recommend it if you like fighting games. Games for Impact. Particio didn't fight a train to dismantle capitalism just not to be here in the Games for Impact. This is just me complaining about Octopath Traveler 2 the entire time. I don't know anything about any of these. Let me look. I was about to say, what social message is there that these deer can teach me? It's probably about the environment. This looks lovely at theme of family. This is saying we should accept furries. This is saying we should accept the mysterious men in cloaked figures. I don't know enough about this. Pro-social meaning or message. I'm gonna support a happy family. Because I didn't have one. I'm just gonna go to the next category. I'm gonna just speed through that bit. Best ongoing. Alright. I will never vote for Genshin Impact on principle. Fortnite lets Vegeta hit the gritty with Master Chief while shooting Harley Quinn and, Naruto. That's insane. I'm just gonna give this to 14 because Final Fantasy 14 is consistently the greatest MMO out there. Very dedicated fan base. And it's just... people really love the game and its story. This is me. I haven't played Final Fantasy 14 because I don't like MMOs. My mommy told me never to do drugs. But have you heard of critically acclaimed MMO Final Fantasy 14 that you can play up to level whoever gives a shit into the Heaven's Piss expansion? I don't know. Community support. If I see League of Legends on here, I'm gonna laugh. Alright, it's not. Recognizing for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness. I'm gonna give this to No Man's Sky. You love a good comeback story. And No Man's Sky is the ultimate video game comeback story. It was garbage when it came out, and then they just went to fixing it. And now it's a really fun game. Best indie game. Where the hell is Pizza Tower? I don't give a shit about Dave. Where is Pizza Tower? I'm actually offended by this. I am genuinely offended by this. This angers me. I'm actually abstaining my vote. I am not voting for that. Oh, debut. Wait, so you're gonna give it the best debut indie, but not best outright indie? Oh, Geoff Keighley. I know you have no say in how these things go. It's going to Sea of Stars, by the way. You have no say in the actual categories. But Mr. Keighley, I am going to come to your house with fresh baked pizza that I made myself and shove it in your face. This is one of the greatest 2D platformers ever made. Actually, my favorite 2D platformer ever made. Its soundtrack, its animation, its gameplay is the absolute best of the genre, and you're gonna tell me that it loses to a game about a dude named Dave? Mobile game. I'm not voting. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I don't give a damn about any of those other games. Hello Kitty deserves it. She is wonderful. I'm gonna be steaming about Pizza Tower for a while. Oh, that is a snub. I know Octopath Traveler 2 isn't really going to get anything because the Octopath Traveler series is not the biggest thing Square Enix has. Best VR, AR... Gran Turismo. You know, the Gran Turismo games are really loved by very specific people. My buddy Adam's one of them. Village VR mode. I remember the RE VR being good. I don't own a VR headset because they give me headaches. So, we're just going to move on. Alright, what's next? Best action game. Gonna give this to Armored Core, baby! I watched gameplay of it. I'm going to play it soon. All my friends loved they're all armoring their core. Big robots aren't really my thing, but you know what? That's fine. Best action adventure. Giving it to a remake feels like cheating, but RE4 is also just a whole new game. So I'm going to give it to that one. It's good. RE4 is really good. It's one of those games that you hear everyone hyping it. Octopath Traveler 2 isn't on here for Best RPG. Geoff Keighley. Geoff Keighley. I'll give it to Final Fantasy 16 because it has kaiju fights with summons. But I am going to scream. Best fighting, this is Street Fighter 6. This is just Street Fighter 6. There's zero doubt in my mind. It's a very good fighting game, really fun. I strongly recommend it. Geoff Keighley, I'm going to shove my fist so far up your ass, you're going to be choking onto my nails. Alright, who the fuck is this guy? No, I didn't mean to vote for him. I just wanted to click. I just wanted to click and see. God, I didn't. What was I thinking? Oh, no. No, I did not mean to vote for him. God, I just saw the cool alligator and I clicked on impulse. Just saw cool gator. I was gonna vote for Sonic Superstars. Duh. He got me. He got me. Sim and strategy. We got Advance Wars, City Skylines, Company Heroes, Fire Emblem Engage, and Pikmin 4. Focused on the real or turn-based simulation. God, Engage conflicts with me. Because it is the greatest gameplay I've ever seen from a strategy game, compared with writing that makes David Cage look like J.R. Tolkien. But it is saying sim and strategy. It's not asking me which one of these has the best narrative. So I'm gonna go for Fire Emblem Engage. Even if Yick has better writing than it. Man, using the rings is so fun. Once you experience Louis with Sigurd's ring once, drugs mean nothing to you. Sports and racing. I don't give a flying fuck. Hot Wheels. Got it. Best multiplayer. I'm not gonna click you again. You got me once, you won't do it again. Street Fighter 6 again. It's kind of hard for a good fighting game to not have good multiplayer. That's what fighting games are, really. I just thought of Super Smash Bros., so hang on, maybe. Best adaptation. I forgot most of these even came out. The Last of Us movie was this year? It wasn't Last, it was a TV show, right. I'm thinking of Uncharted. I thought that was that crap with Tom Holland. When the hell did Gran Turismo get a show? Twisted Metal got a show? Twisted Metal? That IP hasn't been touched in years. Mario Bros. Movie. Castlevania Nocturne was alright. Most anticipated game. Ooh. I don't give a crap about Star Wars or Tekken, but these three. Yakuza 8, Hades 2, or Final Fantasy 7 R2. Okay. Which one of these three am I most looking forward to playing? I'm gonna love all three of them. I'm sorry, Ichiban. You're looking at me into my soul. But I'm gonna have to go with Final Fantasy 7R. I love Final Fantasy 7R Part 1. Might be one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Final Fantasy games. I think that game is fantastic. And if the R trilogy doesn't mess up at the end, Final Fantasy 7R will be my favorite Final Fantasy property, period. It is really amazing. None of these are Germa. I don't know who any of these are. I will never vote for a VTuber in my life, so I'll just pick the letters. Okay, what else do we got? Esports! League of Legends. Yeah, I'm a League of Legends fan. Laugh at me, point and laugh. I just like playing Cho'Gath, pressing the R key, and then deleting 1,000 health of true damage. That means nothing to many of you, but it means a lot to me. Faker, you gotta go for Faker. I don't care about these other people. Zwei Wu, that's not a real name. Faker, baby. With our huge plate. Alright, what do we got? Best esports team. Alright, here's the thing. Fnatic. I'm not gonna vote for a European team. At least I think Fnatic's European. I don't know, where's Cloud9? They suck at everything every year. I guess I'll pick Fnatic. Okay, we've got 2 more votes left. Esports coach? I don't care! Who looks the coolest? That man has no hair. I'll give him a sympathy vote. And best esports event. Worlds was pretty alright this year. Wasn't anything crazy, but it was alright. Alright. Oh, I can change my vote? Oh, thank God, okay. View all categories. Alright. What was it? It was best family. Yes. Sorry, Cool Gator. But we're changing the vote. Change vote. Sonic Superstars. Alright, there we go. Oh. Man, it really feels like the game... Well, then again, it's kind of like how Game Awards work. Like, it's every single category, like someone who plays action, RPG, sim, like someone who plays all those and keeps up with esports, that just doesn't happen. So remember, make your one well-informed vote for Game of the Year, and then 30 other ones that don't matter. Geoff Keighley, I'm going to kill you for omitting Octopath Traveler 2. Your days are fucking numbered.